The survivor-centered approach. When a person survives a form of gender-based violence, or GBV, that person can suffer physical, psychological, social, and economic consequences. In part due to harmful social norms and traditions, fear of retaliation and stigmatization, the survivor can feel disempowered, unable to take decisions, isolated from the community and sometimes their same family. In displacement situations, risks of GBV increase, especially for women and girls. To offer dignified and safe services care, it is fundamental that everyone engaged applies a survivor-centered approach. But what does it mean in practice? Adopting a survivor-centered approach means creating a supportive environment for survivors, in which their rights and wishes are respected, their safety is ensured, and they are treated with dignity and respect. A survivor-centered approach emphasizes that the person who suffers violence is the primary actor and is the decision-maker throughout the process. Those who provide specialized GBV response services should be sources of support and empathy to empower the survivor and support their recovery and healing. However, all humanitarian actors must also apply the survivor-centered approach when they receive a disclosure of GBV and make referrals. Let's consider how you can apply the survivor-centered approach in your work with GBV survivors and persons at risk. A survivor-centered approach is based on 4 guiding principles: safety, confidentiality, respect, and non-discrimination. Safety refers to both physical safety and security, and also psychological and emotional safety. This is your #1 priority. To ensure safety, always be aware of the risks of further violence survivors might be exposed to after telling somebody about the incident, or even just by staying in the violent environment. Hold conversations and interviews in a safe place that ensures confidentiality. Assess together with the survivor if they have a safe place to go, if they will be confronted with the perpetrator, or have other security issues. With their consent, take actions to ensure the safety of the survivor. Remember that any of our actions must avoid causing further harm to the survivor. The survivor owns their story. Confidentiality refers to a person's right to choose with whom they will or will not share their experience. To ensure confidentiality, do not share any information of the survivor with others. For example, if you need to share information with the GBV service provider when referring the case, you must have the informed consent of the survivor and only share the necessary information in a safe and protected manner. If you do not respect confidentiality and ensure data protection, you can put the survivor and their family at risk of further harm. Survivors could then be discouraged from seeking more help. Remember, if persons at risk and survivors do not have confidence in the service providers, they will not disclose their case and not seek help they might urgently need. Respect refers to treating all survivors with dignity and respect, ensuring their participation in the process, and respecting their choices and wishes. Remember, survivors are the primary actors here. Show that you believe the survivor, that you listen without questioning the story they are telling you, and that you don't blame them. Non-discrimination refers to ensuring that all survivors receive equal and fair treatment regardless of their age, disability, religion, gender identity, gender expression, sexual orientation, ethnicity, or any other characteristics. Be aware of your own prejudices when you engage with survivors. Be aware of the increased risks survivors may face based on their individual characteristics. In line with the UNHCR policy on the prevention of risk mitigation and response to GBV and other global guidelines, the survivor-centered approach must always be at the forefront of GBV programming. To create an enabling environment for survivors that provides for safe disclosure, protection, safe referral, and safe access to services, everyone directly or indirectly engaged with survivors must ensure a survivor-centered approach.